Most people think Billie Eilish was a glitch in the Matrix. A homeschooled girl who uploaded a song to SoundCloud and woke up a superstar. But when you look closer, I'm talking deep into the O'Connell family archives, you realize her rise wasn't an accident. It was a perfectly crafted storm of 90s boy band obsession, Hollywood background deals, and a tragic injury that changed music history forever. Today, we're looking at 11 things you definitely didn't know about Billie Eilish. And pay attention to fact number 7, because if that one specific accident hadn't happened, the Billie Eilish we know today wouldn't even exist. Before we dive into the pirate middle name and her secret Marvel connection, do me a favor. If you're a fan of artists who break the rules, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community here for people who care about the real story behind the music. Ready? Let's get into it. Fact number 1. Billie was in your favorite movies before she was even on your playlist. Most fans know her parents are actors, but did you know Billie was a professional looping artist? In Hollywood, looping is when actors record background chatter for crowd scenes. If you watch Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Ramona and Beezus, or even X-Men Apocalypse, you aren't just seeing a movie, you're hearing a young Billie Eilish whispering in the background. Which leads us to fact number 2. Her first real song wasn't about a boy. It was about the undead. At age 11, Billie took her mom's songwriting class. While other kids were writing about sunshine, Billie wrote a song called Fingers Crossed. But here's the secret. Every single lyric was inspired by The Walking Dead. She literally took episode titles and dialogue from the show and turned them into a haunting ballad. The dark Billie aesthetic? It didn't start with Bury a Friend. It started with zombies. Fact number 3. The name Eilish has a haunting origin. Her parents originally intended for Eilish to be her first name. They chose it after seeing a documentary about Katie and Eilish Holton, conjoined twins from Ireland. At the last second, they pivoted to Billie, but Eilish remained as the bridge to her Irish heritage. Now, let's talk about the name that sounds like a movie character, Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell. Fact number 4. Pirate was almost her only name. When Billie was in the womb, her brother Phineas was 4 years old and obsessed with pirates. He insisted that's what her name should be. Her parents eventually compromised and kept it as a middle name. Imagine a world where we're all fans of Pirate O'Connell. Fact 5. The reason Billie and Phineas are so close is because of a 90s boy band. No, seriously. Their parents, Maggie and Patrick, saw the band Hanson, the Bop guys, and were so impressed by how close the siblings were and how they managed their own career, that they decided to homeschool Billie and Phineas specifically to give them the freedom to create together. No Hanson, no Billie. It's that simple. Fact 6. Billie didn't want to be a singer. She was a competitive dancer. She spent 11 hours a week at the Revolution Dance Center. Music was just a hobby. But then, fact 7, the glitch. At age 13, Billie suffered a massive injury where the growth plate in her hip literally ruptured. It ended her dance career instantly. She fell into a deep depression, feeling like her body had betrayed her. To cope, she leaned into the one thing she had left. A song Phineas had written for his band called Ocean Eyes. If she hadn't gotten injured, she might be a professional choreographer right now, and Ocean Eyes might have never been recorded. Quick pause. If you're finding this interesting, drop a comment below. What's your favorite Billie era? I'm reading every single one. Fact 8. Her dad is technically in the MCU. Patrick O'Connell, her father, appeared in the very first Iron Man in 2008 as a reporter. He's also been in The West Wing and Supergirl. He's not just Billie's dad, he's a veteran of the industry who later became her tour carpenter, building the very stages she performs on. Fact 9. Her mum was in Friends. In the episode, the one where Joey loses his health insurance, Maggie Baird plays a casting director. It's wild to think that while Joey Tribbiani was struggling to get a job, the mother of the future biggest pop star on earth was right there on the set of the world's biggest sitcom. Fact 10. Billie is an academic speedrunner. She graduated high school at just 15 years old. She passed her high school equivalency exam early, so she could focus entirely on her music career. She wasn't a high school dropout. She was an early graduate who knew exactly where she was going. And finally, fact 11, she is changing the physics of the music industry. Billie is the first major artist to implement a sustainability rider. She actually loses money to ensure her vinyl records are made from recycled scraps and that her tours are as green as possible. In 2025, she's not just an artist. She's becoming the blueprint for how the music industry survives the climate crisis. From pirate to Grammy winner, Billie Eilish's story is one of turning physical pain into sonic gold. Most people see the green hair or the baggy clothes, but now you know the Hollywood history and the Hanson-inspired homeschooling that actually built the icon. If you enjoyed this deep dive, check out my other video on how Phineas produces those whisper vocals. It'll blow your mind. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next artist breakdown.